We just watched Kiki's Delivery Service in English and then Japanese in the theaters from Ghibli Fest.
Ghibli Fest 2019. Link in the description below. They're going to play more Ghibli movies coming up in the next few months. And we're going to see all of them playing once each. So one in Japanese, one in English. This time was Kiki's Delivery Service.
So good.
So good. If you haven't seen that movie, also link in the description. You can check it out. It's about a little witch who's 13 who leaves home as part of her witch training to find a new town to live in and to be the witch of that town.
And because she can fly on a broom, she starts delivering things.
Yeah, she can't do anything else.
It's really the epitome of like a slice of life. It's just a slice of life story. There's hardly any plot. Even like the climax of the story, it doesn't even seem like anything's going to conclude anytime soon. And then just some stuff happens and the movie's over. And the whole time it's just like daily activities of this little girl trying to make her way.
Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it is the subtlety of character and the way that it shows moments like going to the bathroom and just what a 13-year-old would feel and how they would act and stuff when they're going to a bathroom in this new house in the middle of the night or whatever. And it's that imagination and that ability to like capture these moments that I find so
and the difference between the moments too of like even she goes to the bathroom, it's just like one of the many small scenes, and then she goes into her room and closes the door and does a sigh. And later she has another sigh when she's like, you know, feeling a little upset about like whatever just happened, and then she goes in and she has a different kind of sigh, but she's like leaning against the wall and it's a different sigh. And it's the same idea. It's like the same camera angle, same everything, but so many nuances in there that it's like totally fresh and just unbelievably accurate and perfect in the way they did it.
And in the Japanese version, there's different ways that they do things. Like, it's all just in the tone of the character and everything that so much changes, even when the visuals are the same. And like one where she's all soaked and she can't. She wanted to do something, but she wanted to go to this party, but she's all wet and she doesn't want to go or whatever. And someone calls to her, and then she's like, "My clothes are all wet anyway," or she's like, "I can't go, like my clothes are all wet," and then she runs off and then she closes the door in her room. And in the Japanese version, she says it so quietly, it's just like to herself, and then in the English version it's just a little more exaggerated and accentuated, and it's like it changes how she is in that moment.
Changes the tone of it. There's a lot of lines that are just like shifted slightly between the two that just like change her character a little bit, and then yet at the same time she's just like the most Kiki as a character, as a protagonist, is just so deep and fleshed out, and she didn't have to go on some crazy quest adventure to like get to know her. It's just her living, and every little nuance about the way she moves, the way she'll fill a cup and drink it and then like look sideways and then turn on the radio and turn it off and wait there for a moment and then go and fall on a bed. It's just like all
it's crazy. Like really, you don't even know much about her as in terms of like history or anything, or like where does she come from, anything. But
what was her life like up
get,
to that moment?
Yeah, you just get so much in watching her live and like be animated on screen that you don't need all that knowledge about what it's like.
It's just a testament to like the richness of storytelling that Ghibli and Miyazaki, etc., are just so good at it. So good at it, finding the little nooks and crannies of what makes things alive, and then portraying that in just motion.
Even some of the gestures, like when it pans by some screen or like some crowd shot, and there's just there's drawings of people that don't have much detail, and it's really just like a gesture of some pose or something of some character who's like in the background, right? There's so much in the way they drew that character. Like it looks like they could start moving and they could be alive, and that they have this so much like precision in how they were drawn in this specific pose, and it just looks like a character. Like it looks,
And then, of course, with the main characters, like I was amazed that like 2 seconds would happen where Tombo goes under like with his umbrella and he closes it and he looks around and sees an overhang, jumps under the overhang, and then like looks at his clock and a couple other things, minor adjustments, and it's like just a few seconds, and so much happens with just him. You get him, and then shows the next thing. It's Kiki outside the thing. She drops the little package in wet and wipes her hair a bit and like gets ready to go, and then puts on a smile and all this stuff, and like 2 seconds of just so much like over and over and over. Everything is just rich and precise and so much care.
It's amazing.
Amazing movies.
So
nobody makes any movies like those anymore. If they do, I want to find them.
Definitely go see them on the big screen. Ghibli Fest 2019, Kiki's Delivery Service. We'll be sharing something about all the other movies just because we can't not say anything about how awesome they are. It's just too awesome.
Ghibli praising videos.
Yeah. So this is number 2. Whisper of the Heart was number 1. And My Neighbor Totoro, I think, is coming up next month. So